This is my Mark 5 GT TDI.
I only paid £500 for this car.
I have been modifying this Golf for the past 2 months to turn it into a GTI. The first things I did was install an LED reverse bulb and LED number plate lights. I fitted a GTI grille and fog light surrounds. I then fitted genuine GTI BBS Monzas. Next was a GTI steering wheel, and lastly were these GTI tartan seats.
I am now happy with where the car is, and I have done things that I never thought I'd do, and I have learned so much. But I think now it's time to find something a little bit more sporty that I can modify and enjoy even more.
So I think it's time to sell the Golf and look for something a bit more exciting.
It took me weeks and weeks looking through car pages and sites, and I did not think that I would find a new car for the channel until I came across the most perfect car. The only problem with this car is the fact that it was over 3 hours away, so I am hoping and praying that this car is as perfect as it looks online. So off we went on a 7-hour round trip, hoping that we'll come back with a brand new car.
Okay, so we are now back home. I have got the key to the new car. This car is absolutely perfect and I'm so excited to get started with this. So this car was under £2,000. It's modifiable and it's tunable, and I really think you guys are gonna love it. It's definitely an upgrade from the Golf. Okay, so before I reveal the car to you, I want you guys to try and guess in the comments. It is still German, it's a petrol, and it's faster than the Golf. So the car doesn't actually have a performance badge, but it does have a performance engine. So without making you wait any longer, this is the new car. So here we have my 2007 Mark II Audi TT. Now, I'm not sure if any of you will remember this far back on the channel, but I actually had a Mark I Audi TT. I wasn't keen on it. I don't know why. I feel like it felt really old and dated to me. And I actually ended up selling that for the EP3 I have now. So it's a bit of a full circle moment. But the Mark IIs have always been a favourite shape of mine. I really do like these. I feel like they don't look the age of the car. I think my favourite part about the TT is the back of it. I feel like it looks so much newer than it is, and the spoiler just adds that little bit to it, I think. Okay, so the interior, we've already got a flat bottom steering wheel. It is manual. The glove box doesn't shut for some reason, but even these dials, I feel like it looks so modern. And then we've got these lovely seats that are half leather, half suede. These wheels are going to be going ASAP. I already know what kind of wheels I want to put on, and I'm so excited because as you guys probably know by now, I love an alloy. I have spent probably the last month and a half looking for a new car, and I haven't found anything that I actually wanted. And this came up, it was a 7-hour road trip, and I've been so ill with the flu. But we did it, we've got the car back, and I honestly couldn't be happier. I feel like these are a lot more modifiable than the Golf, and I actually feel happy to modify this because of the engine. So let's go pop the bonnet and see what's under there. So this is the 2-litre TFSI, and it is the BWA engine, which is the same as a Mark V GTI engine. This car is completely stock and it has been looked after so well. So the car's actually on 161,000 miles. However, this car has full service history and it has recently had cam belt and water pump done. So I am not worried about mileage at all. This car was a bargain for how clean it is, for the service history, for the cam belt. I can't believe I got it for under £2,000. So since looking for a new car, I actually had my heart set on a Mark II Audi TT, but I didn't want a diesel one. I wanted the TFSI engine, and this car is 197 brake horsepower. I've already ordered my first performance mod for this car. I'm also sure that some people might think that I could have done more to the Golf. But the Golf was literally just a daily for my Civic while it's in storage. I never intended to film that car. I just randomly decided to, oh, maybe I should like film a video on it. I never brought that car to modify, so the videos like that I've made were never the plan. And to be honest, I've used that Golf as like a bit of practice. It was a £500 car, so it didn't matter if I scratched it or did something wrong and broke something, it was absolutely fine. So once I was happy with where the Golf was at, and I feel like the series has kind of come to an end, I wanted to get something that was more performance side and more like modifiable. That's not a word, is it? And something that I'd like enjoy driving, because there's no point throwing money into a £500 car that you're not like that fussed about. I never thought I'd be able to change a grille on a car or a steering wheel, and I've got so much more learning to do, and I feel like this Audi is really going to be good for me. I feel like the Audi suits me more as well. I feel a little bit more girly, and yeah, I am so excited to get like a proper modified car going again, because my Civic has gone away and there's not much more to do to that. The kind of look I really want to go for this is like blacked out stealth with chrome wheels slammed kind of look. I need to get these windows tinted ASAP. I hate feeling like I'm driving a fishbowl, but I think even these like rear lights just look super modern. I don't know why, I just feel like they don't look like it's an old car. I also feel like we should colour code this to the car. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I feel like that's a controversial one, but I don't know whether I like it. It sticks out a bit more. Also, one of my favourite things about this car is the black headlining and black sun visors. At night, this is such like a cool place to be. It's super dark, and I don't know, it's just actually a really nice place to be. I really like the steering wheel. It's got a digital speedo as well, which I never expected. And it does have one little problem with this car. It needs a new thermostat. It doesn't get up to temperature properly. It's all a bit confused. It goes up to temperature if you're stopped or idling, but if you're driving, it doesn't go up. So the car is a little bit confused, bless it. But I've ordered the part and we're going to be fitting that ASAP. So that is the little tour of the TT. It's not a very big car, so there isn't much to show. Obviously as well, it's completely stock, so there isn't much to talk about, but I am really excited for the potential of this car. I think we should take the car for a drive and see how it drives and performs. Okay, so before we head off for a drive, I just wanted to reiterate how important getting a used car check is. When I was looking for a new car, I went through so many advertisements on Facebook, eBay, etc. And there were multiple cars that actually didn't show that the car was cat or that it had a mileage discrepancy in any of the description of the cars. I had to go out my way and find this out myself. Now, these checks can be pretty costly, and that is where Carly comes in. Now, they are not only known for their OBD reader, but they have recently launched a new website, which is a vehicle history checker, and it is 100% free. You don't have to have a Carly OBD scanner. It is literally free for anybody that wants to access this. These checks can be done on a car, van or motorcycles. You can access the full history of any car by just putting the reg in, and it is literally not even a penny. This is literally a game changer, especially when you are in the market for a new car but you haven't decided what you want yet and you're just shopping around. I know for me personally, it is going to save me so much money, and it already has when I went to purchase my new car. Companies like Car Vertical and HPI are currently charging up to £30 a check, which is absolutely crazy when you can access the same information for free on the Carly website. This is literally revolutionary for the car buying game. The Carly history checker checks whether a car has been written off, stolen, damaged or clocked. All you have to do is enter your reg on the Carly website and it will show you vehicle images, theft status, finance status, written off status, MOT history, car damage, salvage auctions, vehicle owners, tax status, and all of the vehicle information. Now, I actually used this check on every single car that I even debated in my mind for the next channel car, and it has been an absolute lifesaver and a huge money saver. Okay, so when I was looking for a new car, this one actually came up. Now, this is a 2014 Vauxhall Insignia. Now, if you look at the description, there is no mention at all All it says is that short MOT and genuine reason for sale. There is no mention that this car could be written off or have any problems. And also, if you look here, it says this vehicle has not been reported stolen, scrapped, exported or flagged as unroadworthy. So you might actually think that this car is actually okay. And that's when this website by Carly comes in handy. So all you've got to do is pop the reg into here. So BT14 LCZ. Okay, so we're in. So it shows vehicle owners, this one's got 7, next MOT, last driver change, all the MOT history. And then it says car damages found, as you can see here. So vehicle damage reported the 18th of the 7th, 2024. And it was a front end damage. And it says write-off status, date of loss, Cat N, non-structural. So it literally shows you all the information here that wasn't on the ad. And this check was completely free. I can't actually explain to you how good this website is. So these are just things that are on the MOT. Okay, and here are the car crash photos. As you can see, this car had quite a bit of front end damage. Now, you wouldn't have known this unless you did a HPI check, or it could have cost you £30 to find this out. And if you did this with every car, it could become pretty expensive. But here is all the information, pictures from the crash for completely free. It's also got all of this information and it shows if the car has been stolen. So honestly, I can't recommend this website enough. This website has genuinely been so helpful for me, and I'm going to leave the link in the description. If you are looking at buying a new car, check their website out. It's completely free. There is literally no catch. There is no cost, nothing involved. All you have to do is pop your email in so that the report is sent to your email, and you can check any car any amount of times you want to, and it will literally not charge you a penny. So check out the link in the description, and we're going to head on for a drive now. Okay, let's head on out for a drive in my Mark II Audi TT. This car actually starts perfectly every time, so I'm happy about that. It runs like a dream, so I'm super happy with this car. I actually haven't driven this car properly yet because I have been so poorly. For like the past 2 weeks, I've had the worst flu, so I haven't been able to enjoy it. So let's take it out for a spin. Another thing about this is, I know it's stock, so this is kind of biased, but the suspension is so comfortable. I don't know why, but my Mark 1 was quite crashy, and that didn't have any, like, it wasn't lowered or anything, it was on standard. But this feels like a brand new car to me, genuinely. You go over a bump, you barely feel it, which is absolutely great for England. But yeah, it's so smooth, like, it's such a quiet car, you don't really hear the engine. It's just an absolute delight to drive. Obviously, I am going to be changing the suspension, we are going to be lowering it. I am debating airlift. I really want it on bags. I've always wanted to bag a German car, and I absolutely think that a Mark II TT looks so cool on bags. I know some people won't agree with that, but I absolutely love it. But the thing with airlift is, like, if I did that to this, it would, the bags would probably cost me as much as the car would. So I'm not sure, we'll maybe go for coilovers. So yeah, I did mention briefly, but I spent weeks looking. So I had my heart set on a Mark II TT, and I couldn't find one for weeks, and obviously I haven't uploaded in a while, so I was getting stressed and I was looking at other cars, and I thought, no, my heart is actually set on a Mark II TT. So I waited out, and one came up, this one obviously, and it was all the way in Norfolk, which was a 3.5 hour drive each way for us with the flu. We were absolutely dying all the way there and back, but it came up at such a good price and I just couldn't miss it. So yeah, we ended up with this one. It was under £2,000 and it's on 161,000, but recently had the cam belt and water pump done, and it has full service history. So I actually don't think that's too bad. I think this is like the older, like the oldest version of the Mark II. I feel like these were the first year that they came out, because I know they go up to like 2010, 11-ish. I did want a bit of a newer one, but it's the same car. This is just a bit old. Like, it's just the year on a number plate. Do you know what I mean? It's still the same car. Yeah, honestly, the things I have in mind for this car are crazy. I want to do really low, blacked out, stealthy look with really big chrome silver wheels and exhaust. I want to go stage 2 plus. I have never done that. I've never had a German car that I've modified. I had my Mark 1 and I think I did some wheels, and I don't think anything else. Did I do wheels? I think I did wheels and tints on my Mark 1 and then I got rid of it for my EP3 that I have now. So it is such a weird moment for me to be back in a TT, but this feels so modern and so new. So yeah, like I was saying, I've not had a German car to modify because in the past I've had to kind of pick my main car, and obviously I've got my Civic and that's my main car to modify, but now I'm in a position where I can have like another car to modify, which is so fun, which is why I want to go all out with this car and make it a bit of a channel car. I might get a private reg for it and things. I want it to stay, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be staying for the foreseeable. I absolutely genuinely love it and it is so me. I feel like me, and I didn't want to just get one for the sake of it, so I've picked the engine that I wanted and I did wait. So I do apologise for the video taking a couple of weeks, but I just wanted it to be perfect, and I feel like you'd be able to tell on a video if I didn't enjoy the car that I've brought. And obviously I have to like it. If I'm throwing so much money into this and it being like, it's pretty much like a little part-time job for me at the moment because it's starting to pay now, and obviously if I'm buying modifications I will feel like it's such a waste of money to do it on a car I don't like. So the TFSI had to be the engine that was in this car. I genuinely was not happy with a diesel or anything, so I've got the engine, I've got the car I want. I wanted it in black because I've never had a black car and I love like a really black stealth look. I know I keep saying it, but I'm just excited. So yeah, it picks up lovely. It's very busy today, I don't know, it's the weekend, so, but it's nippy, it picks up well, but definitely needs a remap, and I cannot wait to get an exhaust on this car. I just love a loud car. But yeah, overall she's straight as a dime. Honestly, steering's perfect. There is not a thing wrong with this car apart from the thermostat, which is already such a good base for me to go off because I'm not that good with the mechanics. I'm getting there with modifying, and I know that I've got so much to learn. We're going to be doing suspension and everything, and that is super out of my comfort zone. But now that I've got the new car, videos will be consistent from now on because the mods are already on the way and we're going to get straight into it. So please let me know what you think, whether you like the new car and any suggestions you have. That is it for today's video. I really hope you do love it as much as I do, and please don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.